Up-down buttons are graphic items used for realization of relative decrementing of the variable. That means that with the help of these buttons, you can increment or decrement the variable value up or down relative to the current one by the preset value. Limits of changing and step of increment, decrement are indicated when setting up the graphic item. In the up-down button properties, you should indicate. Let's type first, then the feedback channel. Let's select the momentary feedback for visualization of presence on the graphic item. Up-down value is a step of increment or decrement. When the increment is negative, the value is indicated with a minus sign. Max-min value, limits of the variable value, that is the cutoff values increasing or decreasing can go. When you indicate a negative value with a minus sign, we indicate the lowest limit of the variable decrement. And when you indicate positive value, we do it without any signs. In the max-min value, we write in the upper limit of changing the variable. So by creating two buttons with negative and positive increase, and after indicating their regulation range in the max-min value field, we created items which can regulate the variable value and the preset range with a preset step of increment, decrement. If you want to assign the setup graphic items to project control variables, you should bind a command and the feedback channel to up-down buttons. The command will affect the current state of the control variable, and the feedback channel will give us information about the current actual state of the variable for indicating the next value, which will be sent with the help of up-down buttons. Trigger and up-down buttons can't work without feedback channels. And first, we should assign the sendValue command to the graphic item. The command must be assigned by the sendToken event. So you will see a dialog window, and you should select the sendToken event. This event enables us to send an unfixed value to the variable. It's not constant, but the value calculated on the basis of the current state of the control channel. So that's why, while working with up-down buttons, you have to select to send token and token value events. With the help of these events, a command will be sent to the control equipment. Then we should tick the send event, and here it is, press on the item. As I have already mentioned, we need a feedback channel for operation of this graphic item. To create a feedback channel with the same settings as the base command, you should use the Create a Feedback Channel option, and that the feedback must be assigned by the inValue event, that is to affect the current state of the graphic item. If the data reading is performed with the help of a channel with settings different to those of the command, you can create the channel manually and then add it by the drag and drop method to the graphic item. So we'll use the Create a Feedback Channel option. So I tick it, and we shall create a binding of a channel in the command. Now you can see the assigned command and feedback channel in the Programming tab of the Object Properties window. We do the same things with the second decrementing item. We select the sendToken event. The feedback channel is the same as it was for the command, so we don't need to create it again. We just add the ready one. We select the inValue event for assigning the channel and create a binding of the command and the channel. Now the setting up of the graphic item is finished, and you can see it work with the help of level. So let's create a graphic item level. It's a horizontal level with a range from 0 to 30, where our up-down buttons work. So it's an example. The range can be different anyone you want. Let's assign the same command and channel which our up-down buttons work with to level. And let's see how it works. The emulator will help us to see it. By pressing up button, you can see increment of the current value of the variable by 1 from 30. By pressing down button, there's decrement if the current value of the variable by 1. The range of increment, decrement, as it was with level, is indicated for every graphic item. But here we do not indicate both limits, upper and lower. We should indicate only one, depending on the direction we've selected for the button. That's all for today.